Hey guys, Shep's Tech Cars here. Now before I start the video, I just want to give a quick brief explanation of why have I not been uploading. And I know I do this a lot and I say why I've not been uploading, but this will probably be the last one for a very long time. So obviously, if you guys didn't see my latest video, which was about 2 weeks ago, I would say at this point, I said I was finishing up the last year of my freshman year in high school. And if you guys don't know, the last couple to 2 weeks of high school are really hectic. All the teachers cram work in and everything. So obviously I was really busy doing that, and obviously I'm putting school first before YouTube, at least for now. Until I have 1 million subscribers, then I'll put YouTube first, but until then I'm putting school first before anything. Second reason why I've not been uploading for a while, I should say, is that I got my second dose of this really popular vaccine. If I was gonna say the name, this video would probably get demonetized, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And I got crushed by that vaccine. I was exhausted. I could not film a video. That was for like 2 days. So now I'm standing here. I'm doing a lot better. I am better, I should say. And today we are going to be talking about 3 months later of our 2017 Porsche 718 Boxster S, the Audi Q8, crushed with views. I'm putting up a picture. I think you guys got like almost 400 views on that video. Thank you guys so much. I guess you guys really do love those videos. So today we are going to be doing it on our Porsche 718 Boxster S 3 months later. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Already been 3 months since we got this car, which seems kind of crazy. I don't know how it's already been 3 months already. Time really does fly when you have one of these, am I right? But today I'm basically gonna go over our 3 months of ownership, starting with like maintenance, things you like and don't like, and just our overall ownership experience. And this may whether you decide if you should buy one of these, because as of right now, in my opinion, I think this is like one of the best investments on a car like you can ever make, and you'll find out why in this video. Because if you really want to have a fun car to drive, I would immediately put my foot down and say go with this, and you should. And so without further ado, let's just get started with the first thing that everybody cares about when buying a car like this: maintenance. If you didn't watch my other video, which I'll link down below in the description if you are interested in it, but I basically went over I did an entire Porsche buyer's guide on the 718 Boxster, and I wanted to just kind of tell everybody what you should look for when buying a 718 Boxster. And in that video, I explained that most people are going to be buying their Porsches used, just like us. Used is a great way to buy a Porsche because you can get a really good deal on one like we did. So maintenance is obviously very important, and mileage is also very important. So what has maintenance been like on our 718? Well, to be honest with you, we haven't done anything on the car in the past 3 months. I won't even count the 2 things I was even gonna say. The closest thing that we've ever had to done on this car was that we went over a railroad track and popped the rear tire here. So that was $300 for the tire. These are Pirelli P0 tires, by the way, if you're curious. And the other thing was that inside the car, one of the buttons just wasn't working, so we just swung by service. They spent 5 minutes fixing it, and then they were back on the road for free, which was very generous of them. So we really haven't had to done anything on this car. So far maintenance has been pretty good, but I definitely will update you guys in the comment section in the video if anything does go wrong in the future. Let's cross our fingers and hope that does not happen anytime soon. I want to talk about some things that I absolutely love about this car. First of all, I absolutely love the way this car looks. I love that it's a convertible. I think all Porsches, if you're even gonna get a Porsche, I think it needs to be a convertible, hands down. I love the way this car looks. I prefer it more than the 911, but definitely not more than a 911 GT3 or a GT2 RS. I absolutely love the way that it looks. Amazing looking car for the price that you pay for one of these things. I love how practical it is. Yes, I absolutely love how practical it is. Now, since the engine is in the middle of the Boxster, you have two trunks. I keep saying this and I'm going to say it again. You have two trunks, one in the front and then one in the back. So you can, let me just lift both of them to show you that there are two trunks. This is how big the rear trunk is, pretty big. Have a lot of detailing stuff in here. But obviously pretty decent sized trunk. And then the front trunk or frunk is also pretty big as well, as you can see. Let me just open it up. We have a car cover right here at the moment, but yeah, pretty deep. So you can get a lot of stuff in the trunk as well. And as well as behind the seats, there is storage. These seats go back, and you can put stuff in the back there as well, which is very, very, very nice. But yeah, storage inside the car, not a big deal either. We have 4 door bins, and then a center console. So plenty of storage inside for this type of car. And honestly, pretty practical for, I'm honestly surprised on how practical this car is. And we still probably even haven't found maybe some of the cubbies within our 3 months of ownership. I also love the interior design of this car. I really do like how when you're getting a car at this price point, it is just, you're still getting the modern look from other Porsches. So this is still like this was the previous generation's 911 interior, which looks absolutely gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. One thing I love is the center console. I keep saying this. I love how the center console separates you between the passenger and the driver. I love the displays, the gauges, stuff like that. The infotainment system it's okay, but again, very nice infotainment system. Yeah, basically overall, and as well the Bose sound system. You can't forget about that. But yeah, I do love a lot of things about this car. I can go on and on and on and on. But I do love a lot of things about this car, and there's actually only 2 things I've actually really sort of dislike about it, let's just say. The first thing is most people aren't really going to care about. For the people that are really picky, this is for you. So obviously the car has I believe this is called, I'm blanking on the name of what this is called, an air vent or intake or something along that. I know what this does is it sends air from the outside into the engine to cool it, but I don't know what that's called. You can correct me in the comment section down below. It's either an air vent or an intake. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know a lot of car parts, but I don't know what this is. Anyways, why is this plastic? I mean, this car had an MSRP of over $70,000, and you're getting a scratchy intake, which explains the problem of when it gets dirty. I'll come over to the other side. You can see that it has this white stuff on it. It's not a scratch. I've tried getting it out. I believe it's like dried soap from when I washed the car with the pressure washer. I don't know what this is. However, it's really, really annoying me that it's there and I can't get it off. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that. But I really wish that these were body color or like carbon, or have an option just to get it like in carbon fiber or anything. I don't know. If someone comment down below if anyone knows of any like aftermarket accessories to replace this. I've been really wanting to replace that for a very long time because it just looks hideous. I would love to replace it with maybe like a carbon fiber one or maybe a body color one. I'm not too sure, but yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. But I honestly don't know why this is scratchy, and I really kind of dislike that about the car. Let's move on to the second thing I dislike, and this one I severely dislike, and anyone that buys this car would also dislike as well. Let's pop in here, and let me show you what this is. So, as you can see, you may be wondering, Shep, where are the cup holders? Great question. Well, Porsche for a very long time has over-engineered the cup holder. So as you can see over in the dashboard here, you can see there's a little drink icon. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little drink icon. You press it, this comes out, and then there are 2 cup holders that come out, and then you can push it back in, and then these extend for your drinks. Honestly, the worst cup holders ever engineered, and let me explain why. Obviously, first of all, they feel really low quality. I'll be honest, I think the cup holders in a 2020 Honda Civic are better quality. 2, that they are way too over-engineered. A cup holder should never be this over-engineered. Again, yes, I really do like how different and cool they're engineered in the dashboard. That's really cool. What isn't cool is for different types of drinks you put in them. For example, let's say I don't have a problem with this cup holder here. I don't really have a problem with this cup holder, so we don't really need to talk about that one. What I need to talk about is this cup holder. So the problem with this cup holder is that if you put, like, for example, my mom puts iced tea from Starbucks in here, and as you can see, if it's really cold, the condensation drips down onto these buttons, especially these buttons, like right over here, and then drips down here. And the problem is that these buttons get really sticky and get stuck in the dashboard. So you kind of have to work them out, basically, I guess you could probably say. But you can see the heat seat one was a lot worse before, but the auto sync one is still really bad. But yeah, worst over-engineered cup holders ever. Honestly, I'm glad Porsche went from the cup holder that's now over here. Now in here, there's a cup holder for the newer 911s. I hope they engineer that into whenever they redesign the Boxster. But yeah, don't like the cup holders. That's something I absolutely don't like about this car. But again, other than that, there is not anything else I like about it. Everything else I absolutely love about it. Finally, things I recommend on when you get a Boxster. Now, if you do decide to get a car like this, a 718 Boxster or a 718, highly recommend get a couple of things. The first thing is a car cover like I showed you in the front before. Highly recommend getting that. If you ever park the car outside or if you ever store it, I highly recommend getting a cover for it so it doesn't get dusty, people don't touch it, etc. I also highly recommend getting a paint protection film. So we have a front protection film, which basically covers the front half and the wing mirrors, which is enough for everybody because this is where most of the rock chips get up. Because when we bought the car, it was a pre-owned car, so the previous person didn't do the paint protection film, so there were a lot of rock chips we had to paint over, etc. So we had to fix that, so we had to get a paint correction, but not everyone needs a paint correction. And finally, another thing I do recommend is ceramic coating the car, but again, that is also not necessary. The 2 things I think I would highly recommend is a car cover and the paint protection film. Those are the 2 things I highly recommend on this car to make it this well good, and also to protect your investment as well. So that's been our 3 months with this car. I am honestly so surprised on how this car has performed, and again, I expect it to perform even better. I absolutely love having this thing. It's so much fun to ride in, and honestly, I can see these cars go up in value over the future. I really do think that people are going to be wanting these at some point, and right now, at the moment, they're flying out of dealerships. I'm not even joking about that. When we were looking for this car, we found it at the perfect time, because right now, no Porsche dealerships in Massachusetts have any used 718s. I don't believe they're lightly used, but not a good deal like this one. So honestly, we bought it at the perfect time, which is awesome. But yeah, I am really happy with having this car, riding in it, and hopefully very soon to be driving. The thing about having one of these is that if you drive it less enough, these things can really go up in value. So it's really sort of kind of like a stock in a way. I guess. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, smash that like button. If any of you guys do have any questions about the 718 Boxster, ownership, maintenance, anything I didn't cover in this video, please comment them down below. I'll be happy to answer your questions. I get back to comments really quickly. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. See you guys next time. Peace.